Oh shit. I had something on the side of my mouth. But another day in the life of a full-time business owner, content creator, bodybuilder, vlog, right? I'm not gonna lie to you guys, to the people watching. From 5 to 9, right? That's really like my me time. I really use it as my me time to like get my mind right. But since doing these vlogs, it's no longer like my time. It's more of, hey, it's me and the camera and all of you guys' time. So like every time I, go to the gym, every time I'm going on these on this adventure, you guys are coming with me. Right now, I'm thinking of a series because I want to take you guys on the journey, right? And I want us to all have I want you guys to watch, right, a specific outcome. So what I'm really focusing on, right, and I'm going to show you guys depth for depth on how I'm going to do it. I'm going to show you how I'm going to scale my coaching business, right, to 30K a month, 30K a month. But then also how I'm going to get my views up, how I'm going to get my views up, what, like the process that I'm going to take to get my views up, and then also get my body in even better shape. Because I noticed something about me, and if you're going to be like a content creator or bodybuilder or whatever, you have to enjoy to build stuff, right? So if you enjoy to build things and create things, entrepreneurship is for you. If you'd love to build things and create things and become better, then building your body is going to be for you. Now, I woke up today at 167, and I haven't been liking how not as dialed in with my nutrition and my body as I once was, because I was losing weight fast, and then I just got basically to a sticking point, and that's just 100% because of my steps. Yesterday I got 12,000. I didn't get the full 18. And my diet hasn't been all locked in. I haven't been prepping all my food, and I've been neglecting that aspect. So tomorrow, actually probably today or tomorrow, probably tomorrow more than likely, because I have all calls today, so you guys will be watching me on these calls. I have all calls today, but tomorrow I'm gonna meal prep my food, get my macros dialed, and get my systems together. And you guys will hear me talk a lot about systems and numbers and stuff like that. I'm a firm believer, right, that people are not where they want to be at. Actually, fuck that. We're not talking about anybody but myself. I'm going to be the one that lead charge, right? Because I hate when people do that stuff. They'll project outwardly, but never talk about what they're doing. On my channel, we only talk about what we're doing, okay? I'm only going to critique myself. I'm never going to critique another person, right? I'm going to try my best not to, okay? What I don't do, and the reason why my life isn't the way that that I want it to be, is because I fail to track everything. I fail to consistently focus on hitting targets, right? And I justify it with personal issues that are basically getting in my way, right? Anything that doesn't go my way, and that and exactly how I want it to go, I excuse myself. So I don't want to do that anymore, because it's holding me back, right? And then not following a structured system where I can see what works and what not is what's holding me back, right? I'm not documenting everything. I'm not tracking everything. That's why I'm going to get so serious about tracking my life or documenting my life, because you guys have to understand that if you track everything that you do, right, from the time that you wake up to the time that you go to bed, you can really figure out what you're doing wrong, right? I can track my bedtime, what time did I go to sleep last night, what time did I wake up today, right? What did I get done today, right? What did I miss out on that didn't get me the outcome that I wanted today, right? It's really just reflection. right? And if you never reflect, you're always going to project. If you never reflect, then you're going to if you never reflect, then you're not going to analyze what you're doing wrong and critique it and make it better. And that's one of the greatest things that my mentors did teach me, when they taught me about my coaching business, right? That's the greatest thing that that my coach recently, my fitness coach recently has been getting on me about. And that's something that I noticed within myself. I don't do what these high level entrepreneurs do and stuff like that. Like, they're tracking everything. They're looking at their KPIs. They're focusing on the numbers, and they're optimizing what they already have, right? They're not looking at another person and being like, oh shit, they got this, why don't I have that? No, they're focusing on what they got to do, right? So, like, my vlogs, yeah, I do want to, show you guys like a little day in the life and stuff like that. But every time I, do a day in the life, I want it to be valuable to you. And the most valuable thing that I can give you is just track everything that you do in your life. Like, what time you wake up, what time you go to bed, your mood. Like, why is everybody's always in a bad mood, but they can never figure out why they're always in a bad mood. What triggered that bad mood? Because your energy is your currency, okay? Anybody that's trying to be a fitness influencer or whatnot, you need to track your KPIs. Like, what videos go crazy? Like what videos does your audience like to see, right? If you're a fitness coach, right? Tracking client performance. What clients are crushing it, and why are they crushing it? Like, we don't ask ourselves that because it's deep thought, right? And I'm noticing that's the key difference. Like, once you learn the fundamentals of things, right? It's about taking it a step further to understand why. Why specifically, right? Why specifically am I not getting a specific outcome, right? And then, analyzing it and then correcting it, right? But it's a pride thing. It's an ego thing. It's a being lazy thing, right? Because we know we're supposed to do these things, but we just don't do them, right? So the biggest thing that I can teach you guys, is to reflect on your day, right? And then always keep it pushing, okay? I'll catch you guys in the gym. All right, so we're at the gym. We got incline dumbbell chest press. Last time that I did this at the 70s. So I'm gonna warm up. I'm gonna do my warm-up set first. So for my warm-up set, I'll probably do like 50s or something like that to get the chest flowing. I'll probably do 2 warm-up sets, and then I'm gonna go straight into my working sets. The best thing that I can teach you, right, is that before you do any workout, especially a compound exercise, is basically an exercise that works more than one muscle group. The best thing that I can teach you is to always warm up before you do your heavier lifts. If you go into that exercise cold, what's going to happen is you're going to increase your chances of injury, okay? So you always want to warm up the muscle that you're about to work. Today we're working what? Chest, rear chest. It's like basically push. You want to warm up the muscle that you're working, okay? So that you don't get an injury, okay? If you never warm up, you will get that injury. So let's start off with some 50. So we're gonna start off with 55s, all right? And that's perfect. That felt pretty good. So we'll do another set to warm up, and then we're gonna get to these heavier sets, bro. Okay, so we're gonna start with our first set. We just warmed up. I just did the 55s. I only did one set of the 55s because I was pretty warm. Shoulder mobility, My shoulder mobility is kind of like really restricted due to not stretching them the proper way. That's one thing that I really need to start focusing on more because, to be honest, I feel like I'm big enough already. Like I build proper muscle, right? I'm still going to build muscle, of course, because you want to build proper muscle as you get older, because as you get older, your testosterone drops. So as your testosterone drops, it's going to be hard for you to build muscle. And if it's hard for you to build muscle, it's going to be hard for you to keep fat off of you, right? So I'm going to still build proper muscle, but I'm at a point where I really don't want to get too much bigger, right? I really don't, right? So I really like the way that my body looks at 160, between the 160 to 170 range. I like the way that my body looks. I'm lean, veins popping out. Now, again, like my goal is to get down to 160, right? So the only way for me to do that is I'm gonna have to really push this threshold of, hitting those macros every single day, doing all my cardio every single day, right? And minimizing the cheat meals just so I can, not even cheat meals, but minimize going over my calorie limit so that I can achieve the outcome that I want, right? It's easy to say that I want to get to 160, but if I'm not willing to put in the work, I'm going over my calorie limit, I'm not hitting my protein intake, then what I'm saying is void, right? So those are the things that that I'm really focusing on. Moving forward, my fitness is like number one priority, right? That's the number one priority, my fitness and health, right? So those are things that I have to really lock in on, because it's very easy, being in business to focus on the business more than yourself. And I think that's honestly the biggest mistake that you can make, to be honest. But let's get to the set. That was a pretty hard set with the 75s, god damn. So make sure you want to track your sets. I track my sets. So I did 75, and I did that for about 12 to 15 reps. So took a lot out of me, right? Now, the rep range, right? We're gonna increase the weight by 5 each set. So you wanna make sure that you're increasing the weight every single set. Usually, right? By no more than about 5 pounds. So that you can really challenge your muscles, right? What my coach has me doing, that I'm gonna share with you guys, he'll have me increase the set, or increase the weight each set, do a back off set. What basically a back off set is when you decrease the weight back to your warm-up weight. So let's say that I was doing, for my first set, 75. I increase it to 80 to about 85 pounds, right? Then I go back to the 75 because it tricks your muscle, right? Because it's used to a specific load. And then when you go lighter, what's gonna happen is you're actually gonna actually trick your muscle, and you're gonna probably build a little bit more muscle, right? But on that back offset, that lighter set, right? You need to go slow and controlled and really feel the squeeze. You can't just be pushing it out, right? You know what I'm saying? Like the football players and shit. You actually gotta slow it down. This is my third set. So probably go to 85, 90s or something like that. My last set. Damn. 85. It's only able to get 8. So I'll keep it at that for now. Because I had to jump from the 80, from the 75s to the 85s because the 80s were taken. So this was my second set with this. So, fuck. Shit. This lady, she stopped me. She was like, yeah, I see you be doing your thing. How long you been working out? I'm like, man, I've been working out for 7 years now. Now I think about it, you know, in the constant grind. Like, and she been working out a long time too. She looks great for her age, you know. So you guys need to understand that you want to get to that certain body. You see these influencers, they have a certain physique, but they've been doing that shit for a long time. They didn't just pop up 1 or 2 years of just locking in and get that body. It took them years of dieting, weightlifting, cardio to achieve that physique. So for you guys that be hitting me up and like, yeah, George, I'm trying to look like you, I'm trying to look like you. Understand that if you're trying to look like me, you're gonna need 5, 6 years of discipline to even get close to where I'm at, right? And then on top of that, you have to be doing it the right way. You can't just eat healthy, work out consistently, and think you're gonna get to looking like how I look. I have a strategic approach to it. And unless you have that strategic approach for your body and you follow it consistently, right, for years, you're not gonna get the result that you want, right? Because a couple of months, that's not shit, right? Because when I first was working out and shit, right, the first 2 years, I didn't see results. For the first 2 years, I didn't see results, right? So, not like crazy results, because I was doing everything wrong. I was training like an athlete. There's nothing wrong with that, but if you want to look a certain way, you have to train a certain way. So, yeah. All right, so now I hate doing these bitches right here, but I gotta work on my lower back. So I be wanting to skip this as much as I can, but we can't. We gotta do this because it really help your lower back. I was reading a comment on YouTube. This one dude said he was doing everything right, and got crippled, right? Because he hurt his back. He said, man, train your lower back, bro, or you gonna be in a messed up place. Can't work out no more. And ever since I, saw that comment from that dude, right, I'm like, damn, I gotta train my lower back. I gotta, do my mobility work and stuff too. Because I don't wanna be in a spot where I can't move, you know what I'm saying? The heavy lifting per se it doesn't make you stiff and it doesn't break you down. What happens is, people like myself, we get so used to lifting that, we neglect the stretching. We neglect, all the other shit, because after a minute, when you lift heavy for so long, lifting heavier becomes easier than actually stretching, right? So I'm trying to get out that mode because I'm turning 30 in 2 years. So at 40, I want to be able to still continuously, lift weights and stuff. I can't do that if I ain't got no mobility. This shit kind of heavy. Now I prefer doing weighted abs stuff, like doing body weight like abs. I think that, I know that if you do body weight ab stuff like crunches and stuff like that, that's not as effective. Like, you wouldn't just do push-ups to build your chest. You would have to put some type of stressor on your chest, like some type of weight, right? You have to put some type of load on your chest in order for it to grow. So if you want like abs that really pop, you should be adding some type of weight to them. Now, like on my
last ab workout that I just did, I should have probably had like a dumbbell in between my feet. So when you're doing core, to get the most bang for your buck so that you don't have to crunch out 1,000 crunches, right? The most effective thing that you can do is treat it like you would your chest or your triceps. You want to go nice, slow, and controlled, have some type of weight to it, like how this one has here, and then just get the squeeze with every rep. Like you want to squeeze, squeeze, come back down slow. And just repeat the process. And then progressively overload it, right? Like this is the best workout to do for your abs, to be honest, if you ask me. This and decline. Fuck. So yeah, you always want to put a load to your abs. You don't want to just be wasting your time doing crunches and shit like on the floor. Like, I'm not gonna lie, you can do it, but if you want like the most effective way, you want to put some weight to your abs. You want to treat it like any other muscle, bro. Like that's what you got to do. Like why would we not put weight to our abs, right? Why would you not treat it like your chest or your triceps or your back, right? You wouldn't just do pull-ups just to get, if you wanted to get a nice looking back, right? Like you can add it into your routine, but you wouldn't just do pull-ups. So why are we just doing like body weight exercise for our abs? It's not effective, bro. I'm not saying that you won't get abs, but it's not effective. Don't you want to be effective? Don't you want to get the most bang for your buck, right? So that's why weighted ab routines is king, bro. This is what I call an off day. We just basically been just we hit 2 lifts and then really 2 lifts and then core, right? When you work out a lot, you start to realize that you don't need a whole bunch of exercises to do. You don't have to do like 4, 5, 6 exercises, right? Lifting exercises. Your main goal when you go into the gym is to hit your main muscle groups, get a pump, and then you're out of there, right? It's not about annihilation, it's about stimulation over a long period of time, right? Biggest mistake that I used to make, right? That sometimes I still do to this day. I don't ever excuse myself. People be like, oh yeah, I used to do this, like they don't never do it. Like, bro, we know that you fucking do it still, bro. Like, it's hard to break bad habits. But what I still do to this day is sometimes I'll annihilate the muscle, right? And then when I annihilate it like that, what happens is I'll break down my muscle too much and it'll be fatigued and I won't be able to, and it'll affect my next lift. So when you annihilate your muscle and to the point where it affects your next lift and you're not as strong, then that's when you kind of messed up. Because let's say that you go very hard on back day and you mess up your lower back, like your lower back is sore. And then the day right after that, you have legs. What you just did was you just affected your leg day. Now you can't go as heavy. Now you can't go as deep because your lower back has been affected, right? So like I just did chest, I have back tomorrow. If I mess up my shoulder, right, or my shoulder gets super tight from this chest day, my back day is gonna be messed up because then I won't be able to squeeze and contract and pull back like this as far as I want to because my shoulder will be all hurt, right? So you wanna push yourself, but to the limit that it doesn't affect your next lift. That's the biggest key that I can give you, and I'm learning that, slowly during my journey that I thought I'd just share with you guys, but I make the same mistakes too, you guys. I'm not excusing myself. I still come in here and I just want to I just want to annihilate my shit, right? And then I fuck myself up. So this is what I call an off day. guys probably seen him before. You know, we did online coaching together. Still doing it. Still in the works of doing that. But he's a good friend of mine, personal trainer. Definitely changed his life around. And I just want to ask you, James, right? Because I don't want to make it too inauthentic, because we be talking all the time. But like basically, like just get us updated. Like, you know, first tell us where you came from, right? Tell the viewer where you came from, right? And then where you're at now in your journey.
So I used to be 330 pounds, y'all. Lost over 100 pounds, really just by cutting out sugar. Started drinking more water, at least a gallon a day, and then just started being more active. You know, I was just kind of like how everybody was, bro, chilling, eating BS. Then I started working like an active job, almost focusing on getting about 10,000 steps every single day, and that kind of helped kickstart my transformation. So then from there, once I started seeing my body change, I started incorporating like body weight exercises, you know, push-ups, pull-ups, sit-ups, different things like that at home. And then from there, I eventually reached a plateau. So then from there, I ended up hopping into the gym, and that really just kind of changed my life. From there, I started like working with friends and family, training them, and then I decided to kind of get certified. Once I got certified, that kind of changed the whole trajectory of my life. Was able to quit my full-time job and started doing fitness full-time. So, like G said, just being consistent, bro, focusing on the little things that most people kind of forget about, like your water intake, tracking your food, just making sure you're getting your protein in, and just really just being active is going to be the key components in helping you drop that weight.
So I know that you mentioned that it sounded like you lost a lot of your weight just being at home, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, just watching what you ate, and then you lost a lot of weight. And then when you notice, how much weight did you lose before you noticed that you were like in a plateau?
At that point, bro, I had probably lost about like 50, 60 pounds. And then like, I wanted really to focus on like building muscle. So like, as I lost the weight, I started noticing like I was having some saggy skin, and I wanted to be able to like combat that. So I started lifting heavy, started getting in the gym, focusing on like benching my compound movements, and that helped me build that lean muscle to help gain the elasticity back into my skin to prevent me from having the excess saggy skin as well.
Okay. So anybody that's like trying to that's losing weight, right, but they don't want to have the saggy skin, like your biggest advice to them is just go into the gym, focus on your compound movements. Now, for anybody that's watching that doesn't know what that means, could you break down like what you did, because you got good muscle, right? And you don't have really saggy skin or nothing like that. Could you break down like how you were able to not have saggy skin, like more in depth? Tell them what a compound movement was, what your diet looked like what made your what was the turning point in your routine that made it where you lost even more weight, but also didn't have saggy skin and actually built muscle?
So really, the changing point was when I started focusing on like my squats, my benches, my bent over rows, my pull-ups, my pull downs, incline bench press, different things like that, overhead press, just finding those different exercises, but also not focusing on just machine movements. You guys got to be able to hit the free weights. The free weights are going to be the most important part to help you achieve your goal of not having that saggy skin, because now you're working on your stabilizer muscles, you're working on your joints, your ligaments. It's also working on your core because it's not in a fixed range of motion, you know? So you really want to be able to focus on those heavy compound movements, your 6 to the 12 rep range, and just making sure that you're focusing on progressive overload to help you break out of those plateaus, because a lot of people find a routine that works for them, but then they stick to that same routine, and then your body starts to plateau, and you just need to be able to break through those plateaus by switching it up every about 4 to 6 weeks. And that's where finding a professional like me or G actually comes in handy.
100%. So what was your diet like during that time? Like when you noticed that you were in a plateau and then you broke out of it, how did your diet change drastically?
Really, my diet changed. So I started like eating more protein, like making sure I was getting my protein in, drinking my protein shakes, focusing on like a protein-filled diet as far as like breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Because, you know, we all think about, okay, we want to lose weight, but how are we going to lose weight? Building lean muscle is going to help us increase our muscle metabolism, so that way we're able to keep or lose the weight, but also keep the weight off. and then we want to look good while we lose that weight. Like we said, we don't want to have that excess saggy skin. So eating your fruits and vegetables for not really only focusing on cutting out carbs, but getting the protein in, and eating at least 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight is going to be able to help you achieve that good looking aesthetic physique as well.
So, last question I got for you, man. You kind of glossed over it, but tell us like how specifically, you losing this weight has impacted you in your life, like not only just physically, but mentally, financially. How has embarking on a fitness journey and successfully losing weight, how has that benefited you, in all areas of your life? Because the person watching, they want to lose weight, but they want to know like the benefits of it. You know what I'm saying? So, and, I know, you know what I'm saying? But like, I tell them all the time, but just in your words, like what has your fitness journey, how has it benefited you in every aspect of your life?
Well, it really changed the whole trajectory of my life. Like, it helped me and gain more confidence, bro. So then once I started gaining more confidence, I was able to achieve more, pursue different avenues, breaking out of my shell, not being as shy as I used to be when I was younger, But really, fitness allowed me to I was working full-time at Chrysler at one point, and then I got to the point where when I started training, that I started making more money than my full-time job. So I ended up quitting doing the factory work, and then I decided to kind of go into fitness. And now, like I said, I'm actually making more money right now than I was working at Chrysler. I got my own business, and then I'm actually working in the gym also. So like I'm moonlighting, and it's really going really well for me as well.
So for y'all that didn't comprehend, well, you guys did. You guys are smart if you guys are watching this. Just by him losing the weight, the discipline that he used to lose that weight, right, and the confidence that he built from losing this weight and learning from how he lost the weight, translated into him going into an avenue that he actually liked doing. He was able to change his whole career path, right? He's no longer working at a job that he doesn't want to, do anymore. He's doing something that he loves to do and that he's excited to do every single day, right? And able to make more money, right? Because he figured out, right, that the key to success is discipline, right? And the strategy that it took, right, to get to that discipline and get to that result, he was able to figure out how to do that, and then he was able to teach others how to do it, right? So because like a lot of my vlog is, it's fitness. I talk a lot of bodybuilder principles and stuff like that, but also I bring a lot of business stuff in there too, right? So, and that's kind of like how it was, similar with me. I was doing a lot of jobs that I didn't like doing. I was working factory jobs and stuff like that. I worked probably more jobs than everybody combined. I'm not gonna lie to you. I was a temp. So like I was working hella of jobs, but fitness was the main thing that was constant, right? So like I was doing hella jobs, but then the second that, I went all in on fitness, I figured it out more, I transformed my own body, I was able to package that and then turn that into a business where, I've impacted many people, James impacted many people, and now we do something that we love. So if you're watching, right, and you're trying to figure out like, your purpose, what you're supposed to be doing, you're at a job that you don't like, the best advice that I can give you, and then I'll let James give you some advice too. The best advice that I can give you, right, if you want to feel like have a more fulfilled life, is you have to figure out, right, what it is that is your obvious biggest struggle, right? If it's weight loss, you have to overcome that, right, and lose the weight. Figure out how you did that. Track everything. Figure out how you did that, and then teach other people how to do it too, and then you can make a business off of that. Right? I did that, James did that, right? And we don't have to work for another person because we developed a valuable skill. More than 70% of the United States is obese. So we'll always have people will need us in some type of way. And that's how you build a business, right? So that's my advice, right, for you guys watching is, if you want to figure out what it is you want to do, right, or you want to start a business, you have to start with your biggest flaw, right? What is your biggest flaw? If your biggest flaw is,
you can't lose weight. You have to master that and overcome that so that you can teach other people. Because there's other people just like you. If your biggest flaw is you can't make money, right? Overcome that and then package that up and teach someone else how to do it, and then you have yourself a business, right? And then of course get a mentor. But I'm gonna let James, give you his, his biggest advice, as far as how he went from, working, factory job to doing what he does now. What's your biggest advice that you can give?
Man, really find your passion. Find what you're passionate about. Like G said, figure out what has impacted your life, and then figure out what you would do every day for free, and figure out how to turn that into a business. Like we said, fitness was a constant in our life, really, but once we kind of figured out what we can do as far as like how we can help people and how we can impact people with our own daily struggles, man, that's what really kind of changed my life. Was like getting a lot of people asking me, how did you do it? Like, can you show me how to do it? And I figured, why not actually get certified? Why not learn as much as I can to be able to help people on a daily basis? And that's really what changed the trajectory of my life. So finding like your actual passion, what you would do on a daily basis for free. Like we come to the gym every single day, 5-6 days a week for free. Figure out what you can do that you would do on a daily basis that you would not get paid for, and figure out how you can turn that into something that's going to help change your life.
Man, 100%. Now, I appreciate you for taking out the time, because I know you're a busy guy. I know this will help somebody. But yeah, me and James, we be chopping it up all the time. Like, I try to keep, the conversation as authentic as possible. But a lot of you guys, if you're not watching this, he's probably new, on your radar. Go drop him a follow. But I wanted you guys to get like a background of his journey, because it might resonate more with your journey than me, right? Because I never been like quote unquote over 250 or nothing like that. So, but someone that has done it, right? He's telling you guys that you guys can do it, right? You just have to do everything. You just have to stay consistent. Get a strategy, right? And then just stay at it, and then learn from your mistakes. I appreciate you though, bro. I appreciate you, man. Appreciate you.
Shoot, I can tell from just from hitting the step that shit, I had kind of like got at a point where I wasn't losing nothing like last week. Like last week, I ain't really lose no weight. Then I had locked back in with the step this week, man, and dropped about 4 pounds.
Man,
so I was
then you
like,
dropped 4 pounds by just upping the steps?
Well, I was still doing the workouts and everything.
Okay.
Just locked back in with the macros, and because I had kind of got off track a little bit with the steps, and the macros was off point. And then just kind of had to just reevaluate, you know what I'm saying, and just get back on the grind, you know what I'm saying. And man, I be damn, drop right back down 4 pounds for real.
That's how powerful the macros is. See, but the thing is, exactly where your they call it a lagging indicator. You know exactly what to work on to get you to your goals, right? Most people would have been like, in the past, they would have been like, bro, like, I'm not losing no weight, right? And then they don't have a strategy, or they don't have a system, so they don't know what to work on to change it, right? You guys do, right? So like, I know I was talking to Princeton. I was like, man, like, let's look at your data, right? And let's start assessing your data at the end of every night, right? He's like, oh shit, I am not getting my steps. I am not doing that. And it's kind of empowering, is it, to know like, okay, like, I have the power to change this. Like, this is all something I can control, right? Like,
right.
And being able to see the data, right? Is that kind of empowering to you guys a little bit, to know that you guys can fix it and change it, right?
Yeah, it right to let you know where you lacking at,
Problem. Dame, give us a win, bro. Give us a win.
What's up, bro? My bad. I'm leaving out the building right now from work, walking to the car to head to the gym. But we in for this week, man. I did slip up on one day on macros, but I was sick as hell, so I couldn't even make no excuse on that when I was throwing everything up. But got them 16,000 steps that you boosted me up to. You caught me in the middle of the day when I was at like 10,000. I had to go run another 3 miles. You caught me there, but hey, I got it done, and you've been holding me accountable. I've been hitting you up, making sure you hit your 17K every night. So win for me is hitting them steps, and my macros at least 6 days out of the week, other than that one day on Wednesday, when I didn't get my macros by like maybe 400 calories or something like that.
Okay, yeah. No, I know for the most part you're hitting them, right? But you said you were sick one day, right?
Yeah, I was sick. I was sick for about 3 or 4 days, but I was able to eat the other days. But that one day, every time I touched something on my tongue, I was throwing that junk right up.
Really?
Yeah, I was super sick, man. This Hawaii, I mean, this Texas transition from weather is definitely different, man. It's cold as crap right now. I think it's gonna be hot in Texas. It is cold right now.
Man, what's the weather there? What's the weather there?
Right now it's doggone sitting at probably 40. Yeah,
40?
but 50 degrees right now in Texas. But it's windy as crap. You know, ain't nothing but flat out here in El Paso.
Okay. Oh damn, yeah, it is cold because it's like 32 degrees here in Michigan right now.
Yeah.
So yeah. So okay, got you. You know, I love the winds. Right now I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. I got like 7,000 steps. So I gotta increase my steps.
Hey, I'm like that too, man. I'm sure I probably got like 5,000 myself, and it's crazy because I walked throughout the hospital all day.
Bro,
long.
I swear, it don't go up. The shit don't go up. I'm like, when like, unless I'm on a treadmill, the shit don't go up. I don't know what the fuck is wrong. You know what I'm saying? So
I tell my little brother because we be running. Like last night, I ran like 5 miles on the treadmill last night, and that junk still didn't get me to my 16K. And I was like, this is ridiculous, bro. Like I just ran for 5 miles, and it still didn't hit my step. So I had to go home and walk another mile and a half.
Man, that's crazy. But at least you're getting it done though. Like
but
most
I got
people,
that mud done though.
Yeah, no, that's what it's about.
That's what I say. I got it done. So it's all good.
Yeah, 100%. Now, and for you guys that don't know, like Dame, like he's he's not a new client of mine. Like I looked at you. You've been with me since 2022, right? Like when I want to say that you were one of my first 10. I don't think you were my first 10 clients. You were my first 20 though. You were my first 20, right? So, so you're not new to this though. But you're not new to this though. Like this is like Dame just hit me up. He was like, "Look, bro, I just don't want to think. I just want you to just make my shit." And I was like,
that's exactly what I'm saying too, bro. Like, bro, I'm trying to think if I want to go to the gym, show up, and just do my thing.
No, I'm the same, bro. I'm the same way, bro. That's damn near. I don't want to sit here. Okay, maybe I should do this. Maybe I should do that. And I have a good vast knowledge of exercising and shit too. But it's like, since that could be a gift and a curse, I'm like, okay, maybe I should do that. No, I know I need to do this though, but I don't want to do that. I know I need to do this though, but like it's just a lot. So that's why I got a coach and stuff now. So he does all my macros and stuff for me. So I ain't got to think about that shit. That shit is too much, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
So. Hey, thanks. Hey, I had a question for you though, Coach. If you get on questions yet, unless you're still going through wins.
No, go ahead.
So we know how when we go into the gym and we have to replace the workout with something different if the machine is either taken or they don't have it at all.
Yeah.
Some of the machines and stuff they're not on that list at all. So how do we go about getting them added? And do we let you know which ones need to be added and you put a video to add that exercise in there? Or how do you want to go about that? Because like some of the ISO lateral, back machines and stuff, all this stuff is not in the actual app for me to add it on there as my substitute for my workout. So there's no way for me to actually track my stuff realistically because I still have to put whatever was in the thing and just put my weight for it that was already scheduled for it.
Okay. My bad. Okay. That's actually a great question. So if you guys have a workout that you can't do because you have to sub it out to go to another exercise, but it's not in Trainerize, what you would have to do is you'd have to let me know what the workout is, and I'd have to go in there and add it in the inventory.
Okay.
Yeah, so you have to just let me know. That's actually a great question.
That's too easy.
Yeah. If you guys have any questions, just let me know. So today we're going to, and I'm going to quickly go over this. Okay, you guys, there's a very important lesson that you guys have to learn when it comes to your fitness journey. Okay, now this is a mindset thing. Okay, we will go into more tactical stuff as far as what to eat, what not to eat, stuff like that. We will, but I really have to embed or really ingrain in you guys' mind something that you guys probably have never even thought about. Okay, and that one simple concept is this. Okay, how many of you guys want to get the results right but keep them? Grab 100% if that's you. If you guys want to get good results, but be able to keep them. Drop 100 side in the chat. Okay. I'm gonna do this right here. Okay. Actually, I don't even. It's a simple concept. The reason, if you don't have first, if you don't have a specific outcome, it's 100%. I don't even need this for this. I can just stop this. If you guys don't have a specific outcome, it's 100%. My bad. I'm trying to just get rid of this whiteboard. I can't even get rid of it. What the hell? Okay, there it goes. If you guys don't have a specific outcome, we're going to get a step deeper. They're not the person, right, that they need to be yet to get the blessing that they want. Okay? They're just not the person yet. Because think about it. Okay? Inconsistency. For instance, the version of yourself, right, that you need to become, right, to lose 100 pounds, keep it off, he isn't inconsistent. He's on his shit, right? Consistently, day after day, doing everything, right? He's not missing nothing. He's on it. He's on it. All right. So we just had client calls. We just had a call with two prospects. One prospect didn't show up to the call. Okay. So we're going to hunt him down later. And then second call that I hopped on, dude was very cool. He's part of the team. And then the last guy, we're gonna have a follow-up call tomorrow. So overall good day. Friday is usually one of my busier days because I did have a client call with all my clients that I just showed you guys. They're winning. You know, if you guys want some help with your fitness goals and you actually want to see some results this year, hit the link in the bio. Well, not the link in the bio. Hit the link in the comments. All right. And then apply to work with your boy one-on-one. Apply. Just apply. Anything you got to say, babe, while we still here? I ain't showing you. Anything you got to say, though?
Hope you had a good day.
She's so fake. But, don't worry. I'm getting her more adjusted to the camera. She gonna get her.
I hope they had a good day.
She gonna get her own tripod and mics and stuff like that. We're gonna take over the internet. But anyway, that was the day. Today it was super busy, so it wasn't like a whole lot of. We was going places. I thought we was gonna go somewhere tonight. I was gonna kind of vlog that a little bit, but we just chose to stay in because she chose to stay in and get some sleep. I don't blame her because I gotta get up early too anyway. Tomorrow we can, we'll do something, a little something. But tonight we chilling because she gotta get up early. I gotta get up. I gotta shoot more content for you guys, which is fucking crazy. More content for you guys. So I don't really have much to say. I'm gonna edit this tonight. Well, not tonight, but tomorrow. Have it up tomorrow, and the grind continues. The grind continues of a online coach, boyfriend, business. This I'm gonna change. Body business boyfriend vlog, like, cause the triple B. Okay, the triple B. That's what I'm gonna call it. The triple B. Cause she's a job too. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Okay.
She's a job too. No, I'm just playing. She's not a job. She's my girlfriend.
You're the job.
I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, she's kind of right. But hey, it is what it is. I'll catch y'all tomorrow.